Dave here, CashLo Productions, and as the title says, in this video, we're going to talk about some of the equipment that we use. I'm going to give it a little while, see if anybody pops in the live vid, and then we'll get going. I guess happy Monday. Not a big fan of Mondays, but at least we're over it, right? Yeah, it's been an interesting start to the week, so we'll see what the rest of the week brings. I figured we'd talk about just the general equipment that I carry. If you've ever seen me at a meet, I carry more stuff than what I'm gonna show, but this is the stuff that was I guess most helpful. I see two people popped in. What's up, everybody? I was just explaining that we're gonna talk about some of the equipment that I carry, and of course, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, anything like that, man, post them up. We'll wait, see if any more people jump in. But we'll just kind of go over, like I said, the general stuff that I carry with me, even though I carry a lot more. But this is like the main stuff, I think, that I use for the most part. Some of it I don't use that much. I need to get better at. And some of it's kind of new. And we don't know if that's gonna do anything or not. But we'll see. If you're just jumping in, what's up? What's up? Appreciate it. Hit that like button if you have a minute. We'll get rolling here shortly. I see we got 5. That's what's up. At least 5 people are going to listen to me ramble about my equipment. What's up, 253 Car Crew James? How you doing on Monday? Good Monday? Bad Monday? Is this your Monday or is this a weekend for you? I know you work a weird schedule. Turbo TV, what's up, man? Just watched that video today. Real sorry to see that happen, bro. I mean, I'm glad that you're okay, and it could have been way worse. But yeah, man, we're gonna talk about some video equipment today, and I guess we're gonna have to rework that decal. I'm glad I didn't start cutting them. I was like this close. What we got up there? All right, 4 strong. Weekend, it's good. Good deal, James. Enjoy that weekend while we're all out working. Yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, this is a new backdrop. I had all this crap in my garage, so we threw it together. Made something that I think is kind of neat. It's different, right? Something unique. We'll give it a few more minutes, man, and then we'll start talking about some of this equipment that I use. Your boy Tizzle, my man. That's what's up, dude. I'm glad to see you made it in here. If you guys aren't following each other, man, click on them dots over there. Follow each other. Let's make it happen. Let's make everybody grow. I appreciate all the support. Anyone that pays attention to what I do. If you don't, you should check it out. Definitely like, share, subscribe. If you've already done so, tell a friend. Let's make it happen. Let's talk a little bit about some equipment. I see we got some people in here. Good, I'm glad the car's coming back, man. I like that car. That's something different. You don't see a lot of people pushing them Audis, man. I'm glad to hear that. I mean, if you expand on the family, that's what's up. But I like that. I like that car. It's and that's good too, because I don't know. That was a hard decal to make, so I don't know if I want to have to make another one. But we can, like we talked about in your video. If we got to cut some more, we'll cut some more. But yeah, let's jump into this, man. One of the first things that I picked up that was like super beneficial was like one of these little lights, and it's pretty bright light, man. I think it's like 30 LEDs, rechargeable battery, awesome little light. It's got the mount. I think they call it the hot shoe mount. I'm not sure. So it goes on a lot of stuff. I used it on some different things. I still use it with the gimbal every now and then. So I mean, this is definitely a lifesaver, and it fits in like a pocket. I keep it in my bag. It stays charged for a long time. If you do any night stuff, man, them little lights, they're really good. I used to have like 3 or 4 of them, but I only keep that one on me. Another big thing for me has been these little action cameras. I use these a lot. They shoot in 4K. Tizzle, this little light, I think you've seen it. I think we used it a couple times, but that thing's super bright. I like that little light. But these action cameras, man, I've been more than impressed with these things. I'm not going to lie. I don't have the really expensive GoPros, but this brand shoots awesome 4K footage, 60 frames per second. And we put them on cars. They go in the water. They go on the gimbal as well. I'll show you how that works in a minute. But man, I think that these things are definitely something everyone should have. Now I don't use the big DSLR cameras like a lot of people I've seen use. I had one, I didn't like it. It was, I don't know, man, it just wasn't my thing. So a lot of my footage is shot on an iPhone 10. I also use the 7 Plus, and then like I said, I got 4 of these things. Yeah, the big flip out, I'm gonna get to that. The big flip out's just a really big LED light. But man, these things are super cheap. It's a company called DB Power, and they make a bunch of these little action cameras, and they're mad cheap. It's a good way, I think, to get into the action camera. And yeah, I use a lot of these. Like I said, I carry 3 with me. I think I have 5 total. They're awesome. Definitely something that if you use your phone, I think that footage is just as good as what the 10 shoots as far as the iPhone goes anyways. So man, something like that, if you drop it, at least you can call people still. If you drop the phone, man, that thing's done. Another big thing we use on the channel, suction cup mounts. I got 2 or 3 of these. I want to get a couple more. It gets set up kind of like that with the camera on there. You can loosen it up, you know, get it sideways on the car. That's how I get some of the point of view shots. Facing backwards to get some of the burnout shots. These little things are awesome. And I've never had one fall off a car. We did a video with 253 SRT and what is it, a Pontiac G6 I think or something. And they were getting down, and I can't believe this just stayed on the car the whole time, the whole drive. It was a long drive too. So yeah, man, if you're into the action cameras, you're trying to get them kind of shots, these little suction cup mounts work wonders. I think these are just a lifesaver sometimes. Outside of that, everybody seems to rock one of these. I like this little thing. Oh, what's up, Matt Finch? Another Florida boy in here. How you doing, man? I appreciate you rocking that decal. I think the picture of you washing the Scion with it on there was a really dope picture. So thanks for sending that to me, and thanks for rocking that decal, man. We're just talking about some camera equipment, some equipment for the channel. I don't know, weren't you talking about starting a channel? Watch this video when it comes up. Some of the first things we talked about are super cheap and super helpful to have. This little guy, even though I do use the gimbal, it's convenient, and I've used it to wrap it around like poles when I was shooting a band, and they had these just like 2x4s standing in there. So we wrapped this around there, and I got an angle of the drummer. For stuff like music that I've done anyways, I like to set up multiple cameras to get like a couple different angles in one shoot. It's kind of cool to be able, like for the drummer, we could get like the bass drum, him playing across from the top, and maybe something, you know, on the hi-hat or the snares, or not snare, but the crash or ride or something. And it was cool to be able to edit all of those shots into one to the music and not have to do like 5 takes to get 3 shots that we got in 1 take. But this little guy helped a lot, and like I said, it's another point of view, and the fact that it wraps around stuff, that's like the biggest thing to me, is that we was able to wrap it around something. So that's cool. I had to buy this little weight. I don't know if you can see that. This little metal like bracket type thing. So I could use the action cameras on the gimbal, and it gives it kind of the same size and weight as a cell phone. So that was kind of neat. That light that Tizzle was talking about was this guy. Oh, the cheaper. See, that's the only, if you're talking about the little tripod, that's the only one I've ever used. And I got it at a local retail store, and it was kind of cheap. I think it was on sale. But this thing right here, let's see if we can not blind ourselves. And you can dim it. It's dimmable, which is kind of neat. I don't know, it's super bright. This was actually a gift from my mother-in-law, so that was like super cool. And it had some slides that go in there, so I've got like a bright white and kind of an orangish color to give you a different setup. Yeah, Matt, when we were doing that, it was 3 of these we were strapping on the front of the bicycle when I was using the Ion action cameras to make those videos we were doing out there on the bikes. But yeah, 3 of these guys, and it was super bright. But this guy's way brighter than these 3 guys were. But again, it's kind of big. It's got a little bit of weight to it, so I definitely can't strap it to like the gimbal or anything, even though it has the mounts. But it will sit on the small tripod, so I can set it off to the side, you know, and kind of get the light from that way to shoot from the other way. But we don't do that a whole lot because it is kind of a pain. And most of the time we get back to the cars being parked so close together, you can't, you know, it doesn't get used that often. But we normally bring it with us just in case. I bought this little guy because I thought it was going to be like super helpful. And I haven't found the right situation to use it yet. But the gimbal shot's rolling in and out. The wheels turn, so you can, you know, have it go in a, you know, a circle or something like that if you want. I haven't used it yet, but when we find the right application, I think it's going to take some really dope shots. And I can put the camera, the phone, whatever on there because it's got holes. So I can put different brackets on there to hold different things. I can put the light on there. It looks cool. Like I said, I haven't really used it, but I think it'll be something neat for the channel when that stuff comes up. The smaller ones, Turbo, I actually think I got them on eBay. And it has the hot shoe mount on the bottom, and then it has some females on the side. So you'd have to buy something for it to work or to be held onto. It does have the 1/4 inch thread in the bottom, so anything that you can screw a camera to, you could screw this to. Man, they were like super cheap too. It was just some generic LED light and rechargeable battery. It came with the charger. I've had them for years and they still work. I mean, I never charge it. I just leave it in the bag. But yeah, I mean, 30 LED camera light. I mean, it was like $12 or something. It was really cheap. eBay, Amazon, I buy a lot of this stuff on there. I've never really got anything that was like junk. I mean, all of it pretty much works, especially for how cheap it is. I think it does what it's supposed to and more. I think almost everything but the little bendy tripods pretty much come off eBay. I bought this little counterweight on eBay, but we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, I mean, I'll normally try and buy a cheap one, and then if it does really well, you know, maybe I'll buy a better one. But all the cheap stuff is still holding up, like the first year or 2 that I've had it. So buy the cheap ones, man. Don't buy the expensive ones. Until we get to the next thing. This is the only area that we didn't really skimp out on. Like, we bought like good stuff. Look them up, man. Like I said, mad cheap. You can throw them in the glove box, in your pocket, backpack, whatever. I carry a backpack and a camera bag. This is my pride and joy. This is the one thing that I think really made the biggest difference that I ever did on the channel. Tizzle knows exactly what I'm talking about. This is the motorized gimbal. And there's the iPhone in it, the iPhone 10. I use that for most of my videos. We'll turn it on. So as soon as you turn it on, like, it centers to the gimbal. It's got some controls in the back. That little joystick there will actually let you move the camera left, right, up, down, you know, whatever you want to do. And then there's 4 preset functions that they just do different things. One kind of lets you move the camera around, and then the other one kind of locks the camera, so no matter what you do, it stays on that focus point. I normally just use it for the pan and tilt and stuff. But I mean, when you're holding it, like, no matter what you do, the camera tries to stay as perfectly straight as it can. It is. This is the one thing that really like adds to the video, because everything you do is just super stable and super smooth, like, no matter what. I don't know. It's awesome. It's got a little tripod on the bottom so I can set it up. And then if I take the phone off, which you can't take anything off while it's running because then the motors freak out, and I put this guy on there, then we use the action camera, and it works just like the phone. And again, it just takes such like awesome smooth footage. But yeah, this is a must-have. I I don't know, it cost a little bit of money. We had to save up. I think I actually got it for like Christmas from my family and myself. And yeah, you know, they're my biggest supporters, so they were definitely about it. There's an app on the phone that does a bunch of cool stuff with the gimbal. And then if I use the action camera, I can use the phone as a controller and make it do stuff, you know, like turn or up and down or whatever from the phone while the action camera is on there. So that's kind of cool. And it does like some face detection, probably a bunch of other stuff that I haven't learned how to do yet. But it's definitely the biggest tool in the arsenal is the gimbal. Before I had the gimbal and what I want to try and use with it, I did a lot of photography on the phone to kind of fill the void of not using the DSLR anymore. I bought some lenses for the phone, and it sounds kind of weird, but if I can get them out. They go on the phone with a case that came with the lenses. I don't know if you can see it, but they provide different effects. So one's like a fisheye, there's a wide angle, a telephoto, some other, you know, things like that. There's a macro and a couple other ones they offer. And I want to integrate that in with the gimbal, I think. I've never really used them for video. I've mainly only used the lenses to take pictures with, but it provides a really a cool effect. And I think it'll work with the camera or with the gimbal doing video stuff. But when I put them on the gimbal, it was too heavy on one side. So this little counterweight goes on the arm of the gimbal, and you can pull weights off to kind of get what you need to kind of balance it out. So this year we might start trying to do some more of that, maybe getting video with the fisheye perspective on the phone. I think that might be neat. The wide angle really helps get a wider angle up close, so you don't have to get so far back. So that might be something I try and use more, but we gotta see how stable it is and how it works out. Yeah, and that's for the most part, that's what I carry. I do have a bunch of other stuff that I don't really use a whole lot anymore. Some of it's from when I had the DSLR, and I just haven't had a reason to use it. But that's the majority of what I use and what I carry with me. I carry, like I said, the backpack and the camera bag. But by far, man, that gimbal, that's been the biggest thing in the videos. And if you went like way back on my channel and saw like some of the skate park videos or something where I didn't have it, it's so different to try and move the phone with your hands than it is to just use the gimbal and slide it, and it does whatever it is that it's doing to make it really smooth and to make it look good. So I think that's probably the secret. I know in the last video or the one before, that's when people were asking about how I get it to look the way it looks. It's the gimbal, man. If I don't use it, the footage is horrible because my hand shakes like crazy. Even using some other stuff to try and, like, you know, the tripod to hold the tripod and do it, and I just can't. It doesn't work, man. Or I can't do like a consistent pan or like a really clean tilt, or it's choppy and you see the shake a little bit. I know, Tizzle, I mean, you need to remind me like the next time we're out, and you can just run some video with the gimbal in your phone, man. I think it'll be such a difference, and then you'll really want one. And I know they have like some really expensive ones and some really cheap ones. I think mine's kind of like in the middle, because there were some like $100 options, but for what it does, man, it made me kind of nervous to buy one that was like $99. That's then gonna support the, you know, phone that's just way too expensive for a phone. Shouldn't be as expensive as they are, but they're expensive. That's a lot of money to like have fall or drop or fail. You don't want to have it fail. Me and Tizzle almost had it fail hanging out the car window one night. But luckily this one just, it like disengaged the motors and it spun around, and after like 2 minutes it was really funny. It was really stressful for that like 2 minutes though, because I didn't know if the phone fell out of it or what. But yeah, man, this is the thing you want to get, just because it does cool stuff. I don't know, it's my favorite little toy. A drone, I think a drone would be super cool. I know a few guys that have drones that get really awesome footage. I'd like to have a drone. I don't know if anybody in this live has a drone, but if you do, show me how to use it. I have a like a cheap one. I don't know, I need to try it again and see how bad the footage really is. Maybe we'll try and use that at a few meets or something. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on this weekend or anything. If you guys know of anything, hit me up. Send me a message. Post it in here. I don't know. Why not? Outside of that, man, I think the motor mounts for the car should be here this week. So we'll definitely do a video or something about that. They're not hard to change out. I did them once before, but the suspension was bad, so the motor mounts went really fast. So now that we put the coilovers on, we'll fix the motor mounts, and it should be super smooth because the coilovers made a huge difference. So I think the motor mounts will be a big change. And then we got to change out that driver's side axle, and then we can do some fun stuff. I really like Tizzle's car with the underglow, and Granny's Beats has underglow. A lot of people up here have underglow. So I want to jump on that bandwagon. I want to throw some underglow on the car. So I might be doing that soon. And if you haven't seen Tizzle's car, he's got a video up. Maybe like 2 or 3 videos ago. I'm not sure. Probably like mad videos. He posts a lot of videos. But go back and check that video out because it looks really cool. And then Granny Beats has the Taurus wagon, and that thing looks really cool with the underglow on it. So I think the Mazda might look cool with the underglow on it. James has underglow on his car too. Everybody has the underglow, so CashLo is going to get the underglow. Aside from that, man, if you guys have a minute, check out my wife's page. I think it's an Etsy page. I think she has a Facebook page too, and she might have a YouTube and an Instagram. Green Love Gifts. She makes a lot of like handcrafted earrings and bracelets and jewelry. And I know y'all got girls. James, you got a girl that you left at a car meet, so you should probably buy her something from my wife's page, and she can make you guys custom stuff. Oh, Tizzle, we need to get you a second battery too then. Because you need a reserve for all the mods to pull from. We can make that happen since you already got some wire in the car. But then we need 0 gauge. You're going to need some 0 gauge. We need to get your car set up a little bit different. But we get you there. But yeah, man, you can get a good like gel cell. Anyways, back to my commercial, Tizzle. I'm sorry. I got to finish that. So anyways, check out my wife's page. She does make some really dope stuff. And she can do custom like personalized stuff. Some of her earrings are really crazy and real intricate, real unique, a lot of detail. So show her some love. And like I said, James, you need to buy something because I know what you did. Check it out, Green Love Gifts. And yeah, buy something. Oh, Queen Bee, I appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in. Good to see you here. Glad you made it by. We're just kind of talking about some of the camera equipment that we carry around and use to make the videos we make. If you didn't see that, you'll be able to watch it, I guess, when the video comes up. If you have any questions about what I use, definitely ask them. This is the best time since we got it out. A couple lights, gimbal. Tizzle needs a battery. Tizzle, I might be able to help you get that battery if you don't know anyone. I know a few people. We might be able to get it kind of cheap. You get into a good AGM, man. That'll definitely be better than a standard battery. Turbo TV, I'm glad you stopped by, man. I'm really interested to see what you got going on soon. Queen Bee, James, your boy Tizzle, everybody else that made it in here, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I don't know, man. If y'all don't have any real questions, that's kind of what I planned on doing tonight was that. Stereo's coming. Stereo's coming. We need to upgrade. We got a little 8 in there now. We upgraded from this little 8, just a little guy. We got about 500 watts in the car, nothing crazy. But they run Iasca up here, and people keep saying the word base race. And if they bring base race to the Pacific Northwest, I would definitely base race. So yeah, we might step the stereo game up a little bit, and maybe try something new. But that'll have to be down the road. Definitely down the road. Right now, it's just going to be the little 8. But yeah, we need to do some electrical upgrades too, since Tizzle brought that up, man. I'm going to need to put a second battery in the car, but down the road, man, I think a second car is coming soon. That's going to be the next big change around here. We're going to get another vehicle so that we have 2 vehicles, because right now we only have 1, and that's rough. But yeah, once we do that, man, I think a few more mods will happen on the car. You can get a front lip for it, a little spoiler for it, some other just appearance things. Do a feature on the car at some point. I think I'll show you guys what I've got done so far. It's nothing crazy. Turbo, you need to come out here. We got some people out here that that think they run it like they do down south, and I keep trying to say it's not the same as it is down south, but there's some people up here that run, man. But I think you'd have a good time up here. It is a pretty deep scene up here, man. There's a lot of stuff that goes on that we don't get on video or that me and Tizzle don't necessarily make it out to. And they do some big things out here late at night, man. There's a couple cars that are unique that definitely aren't cars that you'd see down south, but they got some cars up here that move. And I know there's some guys planning some stuff too. Yeah, I'm glad you're getting that car going again, man. If you made it up here, we'd take you out and show you some of these places. We strap a camera on that thing too and get some good angles. Man, if you were going to come up here, I would think that summertime is when everything's going to be popping off from what everyone's talking about. I'm new up here. I've only been here a few years, so this is my first year in the car scene. But everyone's saying that it goes hard in the summer. Yeah, even Tizzle, like I said right there, he's been here for a minute. Summertime's when it happens. And there's already some dudes running their mouths, so it's going to be a good year for content. It can be a good year for running if you run. I drive a Mazda 3. My car's slow. I don't do that. There's a couple BMWs out here running some folks. There's a couple cars out here that I think would be some good heat to run. I'm not sure what the 5 is. I might be a little behind on some of these things. I don't know, man. I probably should get better. I'm watching more content from people that I follow, trying to follow more people that are into what I do, but I watch a whole different kind of car content. I watch a lot of more cinematic stuff. And it has its ups and downs because I don't think I'm as up to the know. I watch a lot of things that I see a lot of people doing, and it's like, wow, why am I not thinking about that? But I think this is going to be a good year. Me and Tizzle are doing mad work together, and I think that both of us have gained a lot of knowledge from each other, and then that's kind of made us more hungry to go out and learn more. So I think we got some big things coming this year. We got a lot of stuff that we're planning, and just trying to make some cool stuff happen, some new things. Turbo, let's make something happen, man. Definitely stay in touch, and if you want to try and do something like that, maybe me and Tizzle try and make it down there when it's freezing cold up here, and check your all stuff out. Plus, that's right around the corner from where I'm from, so I'd like to get back by the house at some point. So I mean, yeah, we try and figure something out, man. I can make it back down there to Texas. I was there not December. I was there at the end of December, and if I would have known y'all, we would have linked up. It would have been a good time. But yeah, man, that'd be super dope. And like I said, you come up, me and Tizzle will take you out, show you what it's about. And we'll do a serious collaboration video. Because I know how y'all do it down there, and I don't think they're quite ready for it up here. Turn this gimbal off so I don't kill the battery. The cool thing about a lot of this stuff is it's like super small. Everything has like a little case that it goes into, and kind of keeps it convenient. Throw it in the bag real quick, especially if things really pop off and we gotta jump in the car and leave. Yeah, like Tizzle said, man, we're ready. We got things popping off right now every weekend, and this is the off season, so this summer is going to be serious. I think there's a little more organization now, whether people want to admit it or not. At least there's more groups and more groups coming together to meet up and just throw down. So it's going to be an awesome year. Queen Bee, I think today's been a decent day. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it's nighttime. I hope everybody had a decent Monday. At least we all made it through it. Except James, it's his weekend, so it don't count for him. Tizzle, I don't know if it's your weekend or not either. But everybody who had a real Monday today, congratulations, it's over. And you guys on the weekend, enjoy your weekend because your Monday's coming. And I hope you guys make it through that. I think the live videos might get a little more popular because there's less stuff happening around right now. Hey, just keep us penciled in on that traveling schedule, man. We'll definitely have some people ready. It'll be a big thing up here. It'll be a good time. I feel you on them daddy duties, Tizzle. That ain't really a day off, is it? I know what that life is. That's rough. I mean, it's fun, you know, but it's still it ain't relaxation. It's work. Same thing the moms go through, man. Mad love for the stay-at-home moms and dads. Turbo, if y'all come up here, how you getting up here? You driving or you taking a plane? We all just drive around the country and like tour the country and just shut people down? Because that'd be dope. I don't know, man. I think it's going to be hot up here for a minute, but this summer it should be good to go. We've had a couple things happen up here. We got a little bit of attention. But I don't think that's a bad thing, and I don't think it's been horrible attention, man. A lot of people are freaking out, but this is just what it is. And it hasn't been horrible. There hasn't been a whole lot of bad stuff happening. I think 1 or 2 mild accidents, couple small things here and there, nothing big. All right, good. I'm glad you're driving because it'd be real boring with all of us just walking around. But yeah, man, if y'all drive up, we'll strap the cars up. We'll do it big. And then, you know, if you have a way for me to give you some footage, I'll give you that footage too. Bro, it's got to be a long drive. I don't know. When I moved here, I flew and we put the car on a truck and the truck just drove the car up here. Yeah, I mean, I think that's got to be like a really, really long drive from Texas to Washington. I don't know, man. I think it'd probably take you a few days. Yeah, if you got the option to pull it, man, pull it. Because it'd probably be a real rough drive through like the Midwest or whatever. I don't know, man. I can't imagine any of them roads are any good. I drove up to Minnesota once and the roads were horrible, just horrible. So I don't know if I'd want to do it in a modified car. I mean, it'd be a dope drive. But yeah, man, y'all make it up here. We'll put cameras on the cars. We'll take y'all out, show some people what's up. I think you guys will have a blast up here. I don't know. I got some lights around the sign. I should have turned the lights on. We'll have them on the next one. Gives it a real nice mood. I don't know. I was just bored yesterday. Thought maybe we needed to set something up so it wasn't just the garage or a white wall in the background. So we're gonna try this out for a while. I probably need to use some of these lights to light it up a bit, but we'll get there. We got some other lights. Oh, day and 8 hours. I mean, that's not horrible. I thought it'd take a lot longer. I guess when we thought about driving from Florida to here, that was with a really young kid, so we weren't gonna be able to just like drive it. You know, we'd have to stop and do the kid thing. Mad shout out to my little girl Danica, who watches the videos, and I guess today she started making her own videos on her own little tablet. So that was super cute to see her trying to be a YouTuber, like she sees her dad and his friends. So yeah, mad shout out to her if she's watching. If not, she can see it in the rerun. What was she calling her channel? Black and White is a Cat Delight or something. I don't know. It was super funny. So she'll get a kick out of getting a shout out because she gave me a shout out in her video that was on her tablet. We can definitely get a massive meet put together, Turbo, and I think y'all get a kick out of driving in the mountain. That's definitely something y'all need to go do. We'll take y'all up it and run up it and run back down it. It's wild, man. Ain't got nothing like that in the South. Nothing that I've ever seen. I don't know if y'all got a lot of elevation in Texas. We have no elevation in Florida except the overpass. And driving in the mountains has been the dopest thing I've done up here. And now that I have the suspension, we're going to make a video in the mountain because I want to go back. Sisters Alley, what's happening? Thank you for tuning in. Good to see you. We're talking about just talking about stuff right now. We might have some people trying to come up to Washington to kind of throw down in the car scene. And if that happens, it'll be some really dope content. We'll have to get something big happening, which we can definitely do. I don't know if you've seen any of the videos, Turbo. We get some big turnouts at some of these events. It's definitely a good time. If you're just jumping in here, man, make sure y'all subscribe to each other, follow each other, make the movement bigger. If you haven't hit that like button on this video, please do so. Yeah, I didn't see any elevation when I was down there in December, man. It was completely flat, just like Florida, and I really loved it, but it made me sad because I haven't been around that in a while. But yeah, dude, driving in the mountains is super cool. Driving in the hills, and it's way different than driving down south. And I think y'all get a kick out of it. I love it. It's a different kind of driving. And on the snow run video, we were pulling off on the mountain, and just the scenery was incredible, and taking pictures and getting video. And I think we were on the mountain. I don't know where we were. We were somewhere towards the mountain driving up until we hit the snow. Which is kind of weird when you leave and it's like a nice day, and then you get up there and you got to stop because there's snow everywhere. It was cold. It was cold still, but it was cool, man. That's been the coolest thing about being up here is all the scenery and all the places to drive. Has been really cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. Y'all should make it up here. I think that'll be wild. A wild time. We'll blow it up. I'll show y'all some love. I don't know if you saw, man, we just did an intersection takeover. Well, we didn't. Me and Tizzle went out and filmed some guys that put together an intersection takeover. And yeah, it didn't go over so well, man. But it was I think they accomplished the goal. It was interesting. We got a dude from Texas that's up here. He put that together, and it was an intersection takeover, I guess. They shut it down. It was wild. We got a lot of horrible feedback, but it is what it is, man. If y'all make it up here, it'll be a good time. We'll make it happen. Yeah, it was a lot. I am downplaying it. It was a lot of really big hate. But you know, that's what's happening right now. That's what's going on, whether people like it or not. That's what it is. Yeah, it's all good, man. I hear you. But yeah, we got the culture up here. We got the scene up here. It's a good time. Yeah, man. I don't know. We got some shirts coming out. I'm gonna start pumping out some shirts and bringing them with me to some of the meets. So if you're trying to grab a shirt, let me know. I'm pretty much probably just charging $20. I think I'm going to do that across the board for a while. Anything that's like 2XL or bigger is a little bit more, but I don't care because I wear it bigger than a 2XL, so I ain't going to hate on the big guys. So we'll start bringing those out with us in basic colors. If you want something special, let me know, Facebook or email, cashlo253@gmail.com. If you want a decal, let me know. I've been pushing those out for around $5 a decal, but you know, I make exceptions here and there. Catch me at a show. I keep them on me. White, red. I don't know. We might try and do some blue. And keep those with us. The colorway on the car is going to change. Because Tizzle was deep in the red. And definitely has way more of it going than me. I'm pulling the red off the car. I'm going to do a different color. That's right. I appreciate you watching the videos. Turbo, I've definitely been peeping on your channel a lot too. You and Mamba. Mad shout out to Mamba. Putting out some dope content too. Yeah, man, it's going to be wild, especially if we get some stuff done. I know Tizzle's trying to work on a few things. I got a couple things I want to do that if I can get done before y'all get here, we'll just make it better content and a better time. We're going to need to lower this car a little bit more, but we can get into that later. But like I was saying, we're going to change the colorway. No more red. Right now, all the decals are white until we get everything laid out in the colors we want. I got to say, man, I think I talked about it in the last video. We're using different software for video editing, and it is so much faster. So if I've been behind on your work, I'm going to get caught up. Because now that we have that all straightened out, we're kind of back on a regular schedule. I don't know why the other software slowed down like it did. but it was taking too long to get videos done. And then when I saw a bunch of other people having the same issues, that was a wrap. We had to change the software. So the new video editing software is working way better, way faster. So I'll be able to get some more decal work. I know some people have been patiently waiting for decals. I appreciate you patiently waiting while I still pump out other work. I haven't forgot about you. It's just been hard to prioritize. Yeah, I'm not distracted. If you guys see me looking around, I'm just looking at the car. This car looks so much better now that it's low. And yeah, we're real happy about that. We need to get some more stuff done to the car. Tizzle, type out your sponsor's website, man, because I'd like to look at some of the lights on there, and then I know you got a special code that saves some people some money. So if you want, throw that out, man, because I'd like to be able to look at it. I need some lights, and that guy does some really dope LED work. Oh, look at Devin jumping in the live. It's about time he comes to do something. No, I'm just kidding. I'm running my mouth. Good to see you here, man. Just chilling, talking about stuff. We went over some camera equipment. You already missed all that. Sorry. If you have any camera equipment questions, you can ask them. I'll try and answer them. Talking about doing some stereo work. I think you want to do some stereo work. You should do some stereo work in that big old truck. Put some PAs on it or something. Something. I still think your name needs to be Heavy Chevy. You need to change it. I'm going to mention it in every video. You just got home from work, bro. How you cutting trees in the dark? That's got to be scary as all hell. LED Customs, your boy Tizzle, 15 promo code. Check out that man's work. He's based out of somewhere in Washington. We got the low back. That man's based out of Washington, and he does some really dope LED work. Yeah, it's crazy, the stuff that this guy puts out. And with Tizzle's code, you can save 15%, so you should definitely do that. I'm doing promos for this guy. I don't have any of his stuff. But I want to check it out. Because what I have seen at some of the events and meets has been really cool stuff. And we got to have love for anyone based out of Washington or in the car scene or in the YouTube scene that we associate with. So check it out. Buy something. Buy me something. That'd be cool. If you just buy me something randomly, which I don't expect anyone to really do. But maybe we could trade, right? Some of the stuff you buy for some of the stuff that I make, like this dope beanie, this awesome hoodie, or this t-shirt. All of it we make right here. So if you need any of that, hit me up. Decals like the one up there, we make those too. That's actually just a decal on a piece of plexi, and I think it looks kind of cool. Yeah, there you go. It's some really legit stuff, man. I like the LED stuff. I think it's super cool. I need to see if they can make some for my little Mazda, because that'd be dope. If you guys haven't seen the car, hopefully it gets more on the channel this year since we have like something done to it. I think rims eventually down the road will be a big thing. Get some rims on it and lower it a little bit more. I wish it was on bags. If you didn't know, I had a bag truck way back when. I want another one, but a bagged car would be super cool too. I know Tizzle's about them bags. He wants to do some bags. If it's not fast, it might as well be low, right? We'll get it there. We'll get it there soon enough. Big shout out to Devin for throwing the sticker on the truck. This man has to pull the entire truck apart, toolbox, and this big headache rack so he can put them stickers on. So I appreciate him going to that work and remembering to put mine on. Turbo, holler at Tizzle. He knows the guy. He'd get you set up, man. That Audi'd be dope with some cool LEDs on it. I saw you got the door lights. I like the door lights. I might do the Mazda ones in the door of the Mazda because I think that's kind of cool when it displays on the ground. We used to put them in at a shop in Tampa. They were super cool. I want to make my own though. I wonder if I could make a CashLo door light that shines on the ground. That'd be super cool. But it's got to be like a microscopic image of what projects down, right? It can't be, I'm sure it's pretty small. But that'd be super cool if I could have the CashLo Productions logo on the floor. I might have to try and see if I can figure that out. That might be something to look into. I don't know, between Tizzle and James, man, they know a lot about these lights. I want to do some lights. I like the lights. Oh, look at Black Mamba Eco popping up in the live. What's up, bruh? Yeah, he did a lot of work on that Hyundai, I think. Again, if you're just popping in here, man, if you're not following people in the chat, give them a follow, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like button if you haven't already done so on this video. I do appreciate it. Right now, we're just kind of BSing about cars and door lights. Yo, if you got a guy that can make me custom door lights, send me that info. I want CashLo Productions door lights. We're just chilling up in here, man. I liked that video. I think I left a comment. That was a pretty dope video. That parking lot where y'all was at looked really, really familiar. But that looks like the spot, man. That's a good little spot back there. Your boy Tizzle can get you the LED info, but you need to give me the door light guy info. Because I'd like to have some CashLo Productions ones. And then maybe I can get another pair or two and give them away or something. So we're going to do a giveaway at 500 subscribers. And I'm thinking at 500 we got to give away a hoodie, a t-shirt, maybe 2 t-shirts, maybe a sticker pack. We're going to do something big at 500 subscribers, and we've been climbing, man. We've been getting a lot, so we're getting closer and closer. So again, I appreciate it. Share the content, like the videos, put it out there. I try to do the same for everybody. Yeah, let's get to 500 and let's everybody get some clean stuff for free. Everybody likes free stuff. And I think it'd be dope to have people repping the shirts and stuff. That'd be cool to walk in somewhere and see someone wearing my shirt. I think that'd be wild. Or a dope-ass beanie. Oh, I probably shouldn't curse because my kid watches the videos. I probably shouldn't do that. Let's not do that. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't know what other kind of content y'all want to see, but when it slows down around here, we need some other stuff to do. Maybe we should try and get out in the snow, up on the mountain. Maybe we should do that again. Devin needs to take us out mudding and off-roading in that big truck. And I know he's been hollering about it, but man, let me know. Let's do it on a weekend. Let's go out in 4x4. I still got to put that video footage together from the snow run video where we went out in the snow on the riverbank. That was awesome. So I can't imagine what that truck's like in the woods or in the mud. I bet that's super fun. And we put some cameras on it. Free is good. Now on the next giveaway that we do, I think I'm going to do one video and you have to comment because they make apps to like pick one person out of the comments. But man, I had to go type all those names in when I did the last giveaway and it took so long. So we're definitely going to have to do something like that. So y'all are going to have to get better at commenting on the videos if you want some free stuff. But yeah, I think we'll do some shirts. I want to give away a bunch of shirts. I mean, I want to sell a bunch of shirts, but I want to give away some shirts. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tizzle, I want to go mudding with them. I bet and I seen some of the footage that Devin's put up. It looks like they're out there having a really, really good time, so we need to get involved in that. Maybe we can get you to stand in the back again, like you did in the snow run video, because that was cool. And that was kind of a neat shot, man. That was a good idea to jump up in the truck. God, that's such a big truck. We need to go mudding in that big truck. Because that thing's serious. If you haven't seen it in the snow run video, he goes up this big snow embankment and drives down this big snow embankment, and then we went and drove all around. He almost drove across a river, which made me terrified. And luckily we didn't drive across the river. But Devin was going to drive across the river. that would have been an interesting time. But I believe it would have done it. Because that truck was moving through some stuff. We need to get some more footage of the truck. Definitely. Yeah, man. I don't know. That might be about all we got for the live, unless y'all got any questions. Decals, t-shirts, clothing, anything else you want to try and put something on, let me know. I'm game to try. We might try and do some bags this year or something. I don't know, because now I think they're going to try and start charging money to have bags in the grocery stores. Maybe we'll make some CashLo Productions carrying bags. Yeah, I don't know, man. Decals, doing banners. If you haven't seen Tizzle's banner, he's got a video up with it in there. Put your boy Tizzle, his whole YouTube logo across the front of his windshield, and it turned out really good. Again, once I pick out the colors for the car, we're going to change it. Sister Xylee, I haven't forgot about you. Your decal's coming. I want to do 2 colors on yours. I want to do the red YouTube logo and then the names. But I haven't quite gotten there yet. Because I'm going to cut 2 decals and lay them together. Hats. I wanted to, man, so homeboy from the other video, I don't remember his name, that was out of Texas, that said he made hats and stuff. He sent me an email. I'm waiting back to hear from him because I'd like a CashLo Productions hat. Hoodies, we got hoodies all day. We can do hoodies, no problem. T-shirts, no problem. Beanies. This beanie's been holding up really good. So I mean, I guess I'm pretty confident about the beanie. The beanie did pretty well. So we could make beanies with CashLo Productions or whatever it is you want on there. Yeah, anything else really? Turbo, I'll start cutting them, man. I'll just let you know when I'm done. I appreciate you swinging by. And yeah, stay tuned. We got more stuff coming. We'll work on a collaboration, try and get you all up here, and then maybe me and Tizzle will try and run down there, kick it with y'all, tear up your streets a little bit. I know you're patiently waiting, and I do appreciate it. Things just got way busier than I really expected. I didn't anticipate that the need for vinyl was going to be this big. We're trying to get everybody's stuff done. I do have your design. I just, like I said, I want to do 2 colors on yours. I don't do 2 colors for a lot of people because it's a pain. So yeah, I'll get that done Friday. I'll have it done by Friday because today's Monday. So that gives me enough time to forget about it and then think about it again. So we'll get it done by Friday. I'll have 2 for you this weekend at the very least. Assembled, ready to go on the car. We got some other people's stuff done. Trying to do this. I'm trying to do a solid banner on a car, and man, it has been a lot more difficult than I expected. I think that we're gonna try and lay it down one last time, and that'll be the final time because I've already tried twice. And yeah, no more solid banners. Gotta get them done somewhere else. Tizzle, you're gonna have to come by for the banner. I was so close. And my hand slipped and it just didn't cut right when I was cutting the last part. I mean, just one cut across the top, right? But it curves. And yeah, so now I'm going to have to trace that before I lay it. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. We got really close and, learning stuff every time, man. I think after the banner's done, I'm going to try and wrap the hood again because I need to wrap the roof. So yeah, we're going to try and wrap the hood of the car one more time. I tried to do it last time by myself, and it just didn't work. I got to have another set of hands. Luckily, Tizzle's normally down to come by and help out for any of the projects we try to do over here. And we try to do some of his projects over here. It's not super close, so I do appreciate it when he makes it by, so I don't mind lending him a hand when he needs something. But yeah, the carbon fiber on the hood, man, it looks so good, but I just couldn't get the very last part to lay flat, and I eventually distorted the pattern, and then I melted it, and that was that. So we're going to try that again, because I'd like to do the hood in carbon fiber, the roof in carbon fiber, and the trunk in carbon fiber. I don't think the trunk's going to be as bad as the hood, but it's not going to be a straightforward, easy panel to wrap. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then we've been talking about wrapping some interior parts. So I got some stuff in there I might try and do. If I can get the carbon fiber to lay on the hood and the trunk, I'll probably do carbon fiber on the interior. If I can't get it to lay, it might be cheetah print on the interior. I don't know yet. My wife's sad to see the zebra handles go, but I told her we'd do them on the new car. And if I get cheetah inside the car, I might do cheetah on the handles. Just cause. I don't know. I like cheetah. All right, so that is like the 5% your battery is definitely going to die message. So I think that's going to end the live. I appreciate y'all jumping in here. If you haven't done so, hit the like button, subscribe. If you've already subscribed, tell a friend. Try and spread the love. Trying to make the movement come up. If you guys aren't following each other, follow each other in the live group. Show that support. Yeah, until next time, guys. If we don't do another one this week, you might see me, Tizzle, and Granny Beats this weekend on live. If not, more content coming at you. I appreciate it. Have a good night, guys. Peace.